Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Buckle up, because today we're diving into one of the most shocking updates in recent true crime history. Could Erik and Lyle Menendez really be getting out of prison after 30 years? Yep, you heard that right. After everything, years of trials, documentaries, public opinion swings, and a mountain of rumors, their fate might be about to change. What happened behind the scenes? Is freedom finally within their grasp? Or will they remain behind bars? Stick around because we're breaking it all down. Trust me, you won't want to miss a second of this wild story. Erik and Lyle Menendez, once two young men living a privileged life in Beverly Hills, became household names when their parents' passing made headlines worldwide. It wasn't just the incident itself, but the deeper stories that emerged, allegations of emotional and physical harm at the hands of their father that captivated the public.
Someone killed my parents. Pardon me? Someone killed my parents. What? Who? Were they shot? Hey, man, were they shot?
They were portrayed in two completely different ways, as misunderstood victims seeking freedom or spoiled individuals unable to handle life under strict expectations. For 3 decades, they've lived out their sentences with no expectation of release. Yet, just as things seemed quiet, a stunning new development hit. There's now a real possibility that these brothers could walk free. So, what changed? Well, the Los Angeles District Attorney, George Gascon, just dropped a bombshell. He is officially recommending that the brothers' sentences be reconsidered. This means they could become eligible for parole, something that was previously off the table. The timing couldn't be more intriguing, with Gascon up for re-election soon and public opinion about their case shifting dramatically. A new Netflix series and emerging evidence, including claims from former friends and family, have reignited debates around the brothers' story. Could the tides be turning in their favor? The DA has even acknowledged that society now understands trauma differently than it did 30 years ago. But there's a lot more at play here. Let's talk about what's been going on behind prison walls. While the Menendez brothers have spent decades in prison, it turns out they haven't been idle. Both Erik and Lyle have completed college degrees and developed programs to support other inmates, especially those dealing with personal hardships. From counseling sessions to workshops focused on trauma recovery, they've made a name for themselves as positive figures in a place where hope is often in short supply. They've even earned praise from prison staff, with officials highlighting their transformation into responsible individuals who contribute to the well-being of their fellow inmates. These glowing reports are part of the reason the DA's office believes they might be ready to reintegrate into society. But not everyone is on board with this new chapter. The next step in this roller coaster journey is a court hearing scheduled within the next few weeks. This hearing will determine whether the brothers' sentences should be reduced, making them eligible for parole. However, that's just the beginning. If the judge agrees, the parole board will need to assess whether Erik and Lyle can re-enter society safely. And even then, California Governor Gavin Newsom has the power to step in and block their release. As you can imagine, opinions are sharply divided. Some family members and supporters believe the brothers have suffered enough and are no longer a threat to society. Others, however, argue that their actions should never be forgotten and they should remain behind bars indefinitely. The rise of social media has brought a new wave of attention to the Menendez brothers' case. TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube are buzzing with conversations about whether justice has been served or whether the brothers are finally deserving of mercy. Even celebrities like Kim Kardashian have joined the conversation, calling for their release.
Do you think they're going to get out?
I hope they're going to get out.
Why do you want them to get out?
Because I think that they never got a fair second trial, and I feel like ever since, for me, watching Ryan Murphy's Monster show, it really opened up and showed me so much about abuse, and I feel like they just never had that fair chance. And imagine if no one believed you. And the the sentence that they've been in for almost 35 years. That's more than, a first-degree murder charge. So I think that to have life without the possibility of parole, without the possibility, to me, is so unjust and so unfair. And so I do believe that I'm someone that believes in second chances, and I really believe in them.
This level of attention is something the brothers could never have imagined back in the 90s, and it could influence how things play out in court. The Netflix series Monsters, the Lyle and Erik Menendez story has also played a role in shifting public sentiment. Suddenly, a new generation is learning about their story and forming opinions. Could this wave of support tip the scales in their favor? Or will the harsh reality of what happened all those years ago keep them locked away? The big question now is, will Erik and Lyle Menendez walk free? With the court hearing just around the corner, the pressure is building. The brothers' fate could change dramatically in the coming weeks, but nothing is guaranteed. If the judge approves resentencing, they'll still have to convince the parole board they're ready to rejoin society. This story is far from over, and only time will tell whether freedom is truly within reach for the Menendez brothers. What do you think? Should they be given a second chance, or is it too little, too late? And that wraps up today's deep dive, but this story is developing fast. What's your take? Are Erik and Lyle ready for a fresh start? Or do they belong right where they are? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, and let's get the conversation going. Oh, and before you go, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and tap the notification bell so you never miss an update. Trust me, you won't want to miss what's coming next.